Well, the history of St. Francisville in this area is very unique in that this area has been under 7 flags in its history. Hi, I'm John Flippin. I've been a resident here in West Feliciana Parish since 2004. The British had this area, and it was part of a larger area called British West Florida, and it stretched from the Apalachicola River in Florida all the way to the Mississippi River. So if you come down the Zachary Taylor Parkway and stop in our beautiful town of St. Francisville, we have the Tunica Hills up in the north part of the parish. It actually has waterfalls and it's some hiking trails. It's a very beautiful place to hike. There's Cat Island National Wildlife Refuge, which has the oldest cypress tree in the country. There's the old ferry landing where the old riverport town of Bayou Sara used to be. The Day the War Stopped is an event that happened here. On June 13th, they stopped the war for a day, and the Union Navy brought Commander Hart's body up from the river with a squad of Marines, and they buried him at Grace Episcopal Church.
Louisiana is very special for food, and St. Francisville is no different. I'm Devin Corbello. I'm the Executive Director of Visit St. Francisville. A lot of our restaurants use locally sourced ingredients. We have a mushroom farm called Mushroom Maggie, and they source a lot of our restaurants with unique mushrooms and other foraging items that you can't get anywhere else in Louisiana. You get that fresh taste in our food. I think we're really blessed here in St. Francisville to have talented chefs and talented kitchen staffs that love food and they love to create unique creations for visitors. And then you get to go walk around in the historic neighborhood downtown St. Francisville. Most of these buildings here in this historic neighborhood were from an old town right on the Mississippi called Bayou Sara. And because of floods over the years and fires, they had to move part of those buildings up to St. Francisville to escape the floodwaters of the Mississippi. And so you can still see some of those buildings today. Some of these buildings date back to the late 1700s even. It has everything from shopping, boutiques, locally owned boutiques from clothing stores, to gift shops, to furniture, to antique doors from Europe, to eating at local restaurants like pizza places, southern food, fancy farm-to-table food that it's more high-class, fine dining, grab-and-go crawfish and seafood. Anything that you could want, we have it here. It's a small town, but there's a lot to do. If you're traveling Zachary Taylor Parkway, you need to come to St. Francisville because of unique aspects that we have here. The bed and breakfast experience, you can escape, whether it's a girls' weekend, whether it's a romantic getaway, or whether you're showing your family something unique about our great state. And then just to drive in the back roads. We have a back roads trail here in St. Francisville, and that takes you to these rural attractions like Audubon State Historic Site, Afton Villa Gardens, Angola Prison Museum. And so I think people come to escape. I think that's what they do.